Hi guys, it's Lee Lucas here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to layer sounds in your songs or your beats or whatever. Let's get right into it. Before we do anything, we got to get the vibes right. You already know. Just got to get the camera right. Zoom, 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 zoom. Oop, looks good to me. Let's get this show on the road. So, hi. So the other day I was cooking up this beat, and I was actually scrolling on YouTube first, and I was like, okay, I want to make a beat, but like I want to kind of break the boundaries of what I've been doing. Essentially what I ended up doing was I created a Clams Casino beat, and if you don't know who that is, he's a music producer. He's made songs for artists like The Kid Laroi. I think Nights Like This. I'll play a quick snippet here. He's made some of A$AP Rocky's older songs, and I'll play snippet right here as well.
Locked and loaded. Life's a bit.
I don't know, I just really wanted to create a vibe like that. So, and they're not R&B per se. However, I kind of took a more R&B approach with this track. So yeah, I'm gonna break that down for you guys. Make sure that we have everything set up. I believe this should be okay. So I'm gonna play this beat for you guys, and then I'll kind of break it down and show you what I did. But yeah, here we go. As you can hear, there's like that repetitive stuttering kind of granular melody or whatever. But yeah, so the first thing I started with was the melody, which is this. We actually did a lot to this. So the first thing that we did was we pulled open a VST or a synth, whatever you like, and we got this preset right here, and we made these chords, and we are in the key of A minor. So this is what it sounds like. We layered it with another sound from Contact. I don't recall exactly what we use. Just this glitchy kind of sound. And then we layered a vocal on top of that, and we bounced it, exported it as a audio file, and then we brought it into Fruity Granulizer. And I'm just gonna pull it up here for you guys because it is a little bit confusing, but I will show you a little bit what you can do. Basically, you can just create like really cool like granular stutter effects. I'm gonna pull this main melody in it, even though it already has like the stutter kind of vibe to it. If we mess around with it, we can go to stutter. It kind of creates like a detuned stutter effect. So after I did that, I exported it once again, and then we brought it into Serato Sampler, and we hit Find Samples, and we brought it in, and we created this stutter effect right here. Some reverb, cut some of the frequencies out. Then we went into Edison, we double clicked on the bounced audio file, we right clicked, hit edit in audio editor, and then right here where it says sample rate, we double clicked on that, or I guess right clicked on it, and then we adjusted the sample rate to 8,000. It was at 44,100 hertz. Make sure you hit resample and then accept. Go here, grab it, and then pull it into your playlist here. That's what gave us this. And that honestly is doing most of the work for this beat. Next thing that we did was we added this bass. It's just a bass that I got from a drum kit. Super simple, but it's just creating some tension and adding on to the movement of the main melody. Next up, we added this hi-hat. What we did for this though, just to kind of create more of a swing, we adjusted the sample start. You may do this depending on like the sound selection, I guess. You just have to feel it out. Just use your ears. Whatever sounds good is usually what's going to sound good in the end. And then we adjusted the in knob and the out knob as well. And we shifted it a bit so that it's like off a little bit, just so it's not hitting perfect. And that's basically what we did for the hi-hat. The kick, we really didn't do anything super special with it. Super simple kick pattern. And then over here we did like a double kick. Then we actually layered this with 2 snares. This one's like tucked quite a bit in the mix. And then we have this one, and this is like acting as the main snare. We added them to the mixer channels. Make sure you set your kick to mono. Always make sure you set your bass to mono. And then we added it to the mixer channels. And then what we did was we routed them all to a drum bus, and we were using a distortion compressor kind of VST. To be more specific, it's the Empirical Labs Distressor. Just creating more punch and just creating an overall more consistent drum mix. And of course we added some reverb to the actual drums itself. To be quite honest with you, that is like most of it, other than this vocal that we added. Just as like a vibe accent. So we have auto-tune in the key of A minor. Some Clarity VX D-Reverb by Waves, just to kind of clean up the room noise a bit. Some EQ, cutting the lows and the highs, and then a compressor, another compressor, some vintage chorus, once again another compressor, and then a stereo image shaper. Basically what you do is you open the plugin up and then click this right arrow 2 times and it'll bring you this setting. It's perfect. It works perfect for background vocals or ad-libs or whatever you really need. It's absolutely perfect for that. Then we routed it to a reverb channel. These are the settings here if you want to copy them. I'm not going to explain them all because it's pretty straightforward. Create some flavor. We added some RC20 on the actual reverb itself to create kind of like a distortion, saturation kind of feel to it. We just turned the noise level down quite a bit. EQ, cleaning it up. And auto pan, panning from left to right, just to create some more stereo separation. And we set the bar length to 4 bars. Some delay, you can copy these settings here, and some more EQ. And we actually did something else I kind of forgot. Make sure you set it to Stretch Pro mode, and then we shifted the format down, and we pitched it all the way up. This is a really great tool if you're trying to create vocal vibes. Well, this is a great way to get more out of your vocals to incorporate it into the beat. Then, I created this percussion by using my voice. Sounds like this. The vocal chain is essentially the same as the one I previously showed you. My favorite part of this entire thing is actually the outro part. It completely shifts the vibe of the beat, and I just love it. So I'm gonna show you guys that right here real quick. I'm a big fan of beat switch ups. So what we did was we actually exported the entire beat and then put it into Serato Sampler once again. We hit find samples, and this is what we came up with. Super crazy. Then we did it once again. You know, just creating another cool little vibe there. And then we routed them to a channel, or 2 mixer channels, and leveled it a bit, put some soothe on it, and then we bounced it as a audio file. We routed it to a mixer channel. This one right here, we added some shaper box with the following settings. So an auto pan like this, every 2 bars it's panning left to right, And then we added a filter that looks like this, as well as we added a scope oscillator, and then we added a volume sidechain automation right here. Some reverb, some soothe too. That is what gave us this ending right here. We automated the ending, or sorry, the reverb, come in like right there, but I'll let you guys hear that real quick. That's that. That's like the vibe. Honestly, we just layered a bunch of sounds, a bunch of effects. That's the art of it, you know? There's nothing super special about it. There's nothing super complicated about it. It's just a matter of knowing which sounds to layer, which sounds to put in which places. Just get creative with it, you know? Every producer has their voice. Every artist has their voice that you can use as an instrument. You want to make a custom snare? Use your voice. Use some compression, some EQ, whatever you need to get it sounding the way you want it to sound. Don't be afraid to put a bunch of different reverbs on one sound to completely flip it, and then reverse it, and then put it into a sampler, and then, you know, just even flip it more than that. I really like doing these videos because I feel like people can learn from it. I was a beginner once. I still consider myself a beginner because I'm always learning something new. But anyways, if you want to see something specific, comment down below and I will try my best to get that video out for you guys. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.